The way this webinar is going to go in 3 phases, right? 3 phases, right? We're going to have 3 phases. So first, we're going to have the conceptual phase where I'm going to be explaining the concept of social media management, right? What is this concept about? How does it work and everything, right? Some people call it the theory aspect, right? I'm going to be explaining the whole concept in that aspect. Now, after the conceptual aspect, we're going to move on to the next aspect where we're going to be talking about some very serious things. We're going to be doing the practical section, right? In the practical section, it's going to be very, very amazing, right? So you're going to learn a lot. I'm going to show you backends. I'm going to show you softwares. I'm going to show you tools for different things, tools for content creation, tools for content automation, tools for social media management, tools for research, a lot of things I'm going to show you how you can use when we get to that practical section. Now, after the practical section, we're now going to go into a question and answer section. Now, in the question and answer section, you can ask me any questions at all, right? Absolutely anything about social media management or digital marketing, right? Because I'm a digital marketer, I'm a group marketer, right? You can ask me questions about all these things when we get to that point, right? So, with that being said, let us go into the business of today, right? So, welcome once again for those of us that are just joining, and let us get started. All right, so what are we going to be looking at in today's webinar? All right, let's go. So what are we going to be looking at in today's webinar? So this webinar is going to be equipping us with insight. We need to become proficient in social media management, right? Right, we're going to learn things from content creation strategies to community engagement to techniques and a whole lot of stuff. We're going to cover all that tonight. All right, so with that being said, let us go. So who is this guy talking to you? Some of you have never seen me before. This is the very first time you are being in my training. My name is Lex Olowo. I'm a digital marketer, a social media manager, a growth marketer. And one thing I know how to do very, very well is to help businesses get customers online, right? And I've done this several times in different ways. I've sold digital products, I've sold physical products. I currently consult for a couple of brands, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. And I think that I'm in a very, very good position to take you through this journey tonight of social media management. I know that I'm in a very good position, not I think. I know that I'm in a very good position to take you into this journey of social media management. All right, so with that being said, let us go to our next slide and kick it off from there. All right, so this webinar is hosted by Digital World Tech Academy, right? This webinar is hosted by Digital World Tech Academy. So Digital World Tech Academy is a tech institute located in Lagos, Nigeria. And what we do is we train people on different tech skills. So we have what Digital World Tech Academy is trying to do is to make tech skills very affordable and accessible to everyone that wishes to learn. So we have tech skills like data analysis, cybersecurity, digital marketing, social media management, growth marketing, what we call it, DevOps, web design, UI, UX, and a whole lot more, right? So we train people on these skills. Now, our mission is to get everyone in Nigeria to learn tech skills. And now we are not just based in Nigeria, we have also spread our tentacles to other African countries, right? And tonight is a representation of one of the ways we try to help people with this webinar. All right, so with that being said, let us go into the real conversation. Thank you very much. And I have a special gift for only the people that will stay to the end of this webinar. Now, the truth is that when you come to a meeting like this, many of us have other things we could be doing right now, right? Apart from the fact that this webinar is going to be very, very beneficial, and if you stay to the end, I promise you it will never be a waste of your time, right? But then I still have a package for those that, right, who have that discipline to stay live till the end of a webinar like this, right? I have that discipline to stay live. And I understand, I respect the fact that you have so many important things to do and you are here. So if you stay to the end, I have that my special package for you. All right. So with that being said, let us continue. Let us go into the main conversation. Thank you very much. All right. I have a lot of people, a lot of supporters here, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. All right. All right. So somebody's saying I should mute everyone. I think everyone is muted. Nobody's speaking. Everyone is muted. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. My sound is clear, right? My sound is clear. Just say, let's go. I think my sound is clear. Okay. Nice. Thank you very much. All right. So let's go into the conversation, right? And here we begin. Social media management. So let's start from who is a social media manager? So it's social media management means that, right? Means handling everything that a business, brand, or person does on social media platforms. Handling everything. Are we together? Let me switch well. Handling everything. Handling everything. Are we together, guys? So social media management means handling everything, right? Handling everything that what? That a business or brand, right, does. Sorry for that network, right? The business or brand does, right? To on what? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, right? LinkedIn, YouTube. To do what? To promote themselves and attract customers and grow their brand online, right? And in order to do what? In order to increase brand awareness, please note these few things, right? Number one, increase brand awareness, improve marketing efforts, drive engagement to a targeted audience, right? So all you are trying to do is to handle everything on these platforms that would help them increase brand awareness, improve marketing efforts, drive engagement to a targeted audience. Now, do you know that the natural habitat of humans now, right, is the internet? Let me explain. When you were in primary school, you had your teacher tell you that fishes live in water. What's it called? There are some animals that live in the desert. There are some animals that like to stay where there is snow, right? Some stay in the forest. We have aquatic animals. So, do you know the natural habitat of humans now is the internet? If you want to write an exam, it's online. If you want to buy food, it's online. If you miss your way, you need your map to take you to where you are going to. It's online. You want to read, it's online. So our DNA now moves hand in hand with the online presence. Are we together? Right? Moves hand in hand with the online presence. So almost everything we want to do now is online. So why am I saying this? So let's go to the next slide. So there is actually a paradigm shift. It's a paradigm shift. And if you are living in this day and age, you need to understand that every business needs to do a whole lot on the social media platforms. Any business that wants to survive needs social media, right? Both organic and paid ads. Every business that wants to survive needs social media. Now, 10, 15 years ago, the means of marketing and communication, right, of people accessing information is now shifting, right? 10, 15 years ago, your dad, when he's going to work, or you yourself, when you were going to work, you will buy a newspaper. For those of us that are a bit advanced, right? You buy a newspaper every morning. As a child, when I was being taken to school by my dad, right? Because he would drop off somewhere on the road, right? He always would buy a newspaper. Then he has a guy called Sule. That's the guy that sells newspaper to him. When we get there, whether my dad has money or not, he's throwing the paper into the car. He's throwing the paper into every day. People had favorite television programs. How many of us can remember? People had favorite television programs. Super Story, This Life, Papa Ajasco, name it. People had favorite programs that they want to watch. In fact, it was so bad that if you miss that program, for example, Super Story every Thursday, right? If you miss that program, then you cannot, what's it called now? Right? If you miss that program, then it's up for you, right? If you miss that, so except somebody tells you the story of what happened, you don't get to watch it anymore, right? Children cannot relate to that. A child that was born 10, 15 years ago does not understand that. Why don't you download it? Is it not on YouTube? Is it not on Amazon Prime? Is it not on Netflix? There is a paradigm shift. People that used to buy newspaper, all the news on that newspaper now, you can read it on Twitter, you can read it on Instagram. Even the newspapers themselves now have websites where those news is being published, right? So there is a paradigm shift from these traditional methods to the social media methods. And one thing we need to know, wherever you can gather crowd, you can sell there. Whatever platform that crowd can be gathered, right? Marketing is possible on that platform. And if you agree with me, where we are now, these are the places where traffic is, right? These are the places where traffic is. All right. I want to believe that I'm communicating, right? So these are the, somebody say Papa Jasco, El Salvador, right? So these are the places where traffic is. So there is a drastic paradigm shift. All right, quickly, let's talk about some of the duties of a social media manager, right? Let's talk about some of the duties of a social media manager. Number one, a social media manager is expected to create content, right? Sometimes. So content creation, but primarily is content management. Content management, right? Content management. Content management. Right? So somebody's saying, okay, if you cannot hear me, is your sound? Please, my team was going to reach out to you to attend to that. All right. So content management, right? Content management. So you can manage people's content. You can manage people's content, right? The way the content is being scheduled on all the platforms, how it works and all that, right? Number one. Number two is content creation. I told you, depending on the size of the organization, some organizations have so many people. So you as a social media manager, you just need to focus on your content management, right? They have another team for content creation. But if it's a small organization, you do both. You do both content creation and content management, right? So that's why we say content management sometimes. The next task a social media manager has to perform is research. You see this one? I emphasize on research every single time, right? There is no social media strategy without research. Some of you feel like social media is just this place where people now just go online and are lucky, right? And are lucky and they just get into it, right? People just feel like that. But the truth actually is the fact that it's not by luck. It is by a strategy that has been well outlined, a well-done research that has been done. This research is put together, and the report of this research is what you use to create a strategy for a client. So when we're trying to get a new client, there's something we call it a discovery call, right? A discovery call. Now, when you can use Zoom, you can use physical meetings, but most times it's best on Zoom or what's it called? Google Meet, right? So when you speak to the client, and what you are trying to do is to know their actual needs. not every brand is looking for the same thing. Some brands are looking for customers. Some brands are looking for followers. Some brands are looking for what's it called? Some brands are looking for people to share the product. Some brands are trying to grow their email list. Some brands are trying to get an upsell. Some brands are so there is so many goals on social media. And this you can only do with strategy. That's number one. Number two, there are so many different categories of audience, right? Not all platforms need plenty views from people that cannot buy from them. Take, for example, recently, a lady reached out to me. She wants me to help promote a brand, and the brand is a skincare brand. Now, when you hear skincare, you would feel like, okay, skincare, that's for women, anybody, and that's not going to be hard. I don't need to do too much research and all that. But even after she said skincare, we did the discovery call. It was inside of the discovery call, I discovered that she has anti-aging skincare. What she wants to sell is anti-aging skincare. Now, you need, so meaning that if you are selling anti-aging skincare, you need to create a social media strategy. You need to do some research that will appeal to that demographic. So the demography of people that we are looking at is not just anybody that needs skincare, right? So let me ask you now, nothing concerns an 18-year-old or a 20-year-old with skincare, with anti-aging skincare. What do they need it for? So who is the just from over your head now, what is the age bracket that needs that anti-aging skincare? Drop it in the comment section. Let me see if you follow, right? What is the age bracket you feel like would need that anti-aging skincare? Now that when you find out that age bracket, you now have to research what appeals to this age bracket. What kind of music do they like? What kind of posts do they like? What are the things that they engage on? What kind of things do they relate with and bring traction for this brand? Are we together? Right? And bring traction for this brand. Okay, nice. Somebody say 40 to 50. Yeah, 40 to 30. Some ladies of 32, 35 would also be interested. 35 and above, right? Nice. I like that one. 35 and above. 50 upwards. No. 35 and above. We like that, right? 35 upwards, right? So most women want to be in their 20s for 20 years. Most women, they want to be in their 20s for 20 years, right? And how do you make that happen is through this anti-aging skincare. And with a well-done research, you'll be able to know how you can get the audience. All right. Right. Nice. So you see how that sounds, right? That's how it's possible. So another task of the social media manager is to collaborate with other team members, right? It is very, very important that a social media manager is able to collaborate with other people in the team, because the social media manager is like the PR guy, right? Is the one in charge of public relations, right? Is the one that understands what is happening out there, what's happening in the market, what do people want, what are people saying, right? Right? What are people saying for about their product and all that kind of stuff, right? You can relate it back and forth, right? You get information from them, you bring back the information to improve customers' experiences and all that, right? The next one is to implement and design a social media strategy. Now, if you know what your team wants and you know what you have done your research, it's going to be easy for you to create and design a social media strategy to run with for your brand, right? So that's that with that. Then the next one is to set specific objectives and ROI reports. So every business wants to see a return on investment. You're not just going to they're not just going to put money into ads or into any social media campaign or into shooting of some kind of videos and all that, and they don't get returns back, right? So that's one very, very important one. The next one is to communicate with followers, right? Communicate with followers and engage them. Communicate with followers and engage them, right? That's another amazing one. Then the next one is to suggest and implement new features. Suggest and implement new features. Suggest and implement new features, right? That's also one of the things that you can do, right? The next one is to stay updated with current industry trends. Stay updated with current industry trends. Stay updated. Now, there's always new features that happens on different social media platforms, right? New features always comes up. And it is the job of the social media manager to be ahead and guide the company on how to use these new features. And also stay updated to trends in different technologies in their own community and everything, so that they can improve the visibility of that brand. All right, so quickly, let's move forward. Now, let's quickly talk about the social media chart right now, right? In 2025, right, why social media is very, very important is on this my chart right here. Social media is very, very important, right? And right, social media is very, very important, right? And there is a lot. Okay, somebody is asking what's ROI, return on investment. All right, thank you very much for answering that. So why is social media very, very, very important? Number one, right now, Facebook has over 3.7 billion, over 3 billion users. Over 3 billion users Facebook has. Do you know how many people is that? Imagine you are running an ad, then you have the potential of 3 billion people seeing it. That is a market. No market can be that populated, right? YouTube currently has over 2.7 billion daily users with over 3.5 billion videos watched. That's every day on YouTube. The number of videos that are watched is over 3.5 billion every day on YouTube, right? Now, on WhatsApp currently has over 2 billion users worldwide. Over 2 billion people worldwide are using WhatsApp, right? Look at it. Instagram has over 2 billion. TikTok have over 1.6 billion. TikTok used to be very low, but within the last 3 years, boom, right? Within the last 3 years, the users it's like 10x, right? Now there's WeChat, mostly used in China, and WeChat has about 1 billion users worldwide, right? Mostly used in Asia, right? WeChat. Then there is the Facebook Messenger, right? For direct messaging, over 1 billion people use the Facebook Messenger. LinkedIn has over 850 million people, including me, right? I hire on LinkedIn every time and do a whole lot of stuff on LinkedIn, right? So LinkedIn currently has, look at, Telegram has 930 million people, right? Look at this. This, how amazing is this, right? This is a whole lot of people, right? This is a whole lot of people using different social media platforms. And we cannot say that social media is not important. In fact, let me quickly ask you a question. How did you get to know about this webinar? Social media. Drop it in the comment section. How did you get to know about this webinar? It has to be one of these ways. It must be one of these ways. Except your friend sent you the link, right? Except a friend or a family member sent you the link. How did you get to know about this webinar? Drop it in the comment section. Can you see it? Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Facebook. Can you see it? Right? Nice. Can you see it? Right? So social media is important, right? Whether, as long as a business is trying to reach the whole world and trying to do exploit and trying to get the result from every corners of the world, they need social media presence, right? They need social media presence, and it is very, very important. All right, so quickly, we're going to be going to the practical section very, very soon. But before we go into the practical section, let me quickly rush through some of the importance of social media, right? Let me quickly rush through some of the importance of social media. All right, number one, is understanding the importance of social media, right? So number one is to increase brand exposure, right? Increase brand exposure. So what social media has done, one of the amazing things is that it makes a brand exposed to a whole lot of people, right? Number two is to get better customer experience. Now, because of social media, there is a whole lot we can do with customer experience. Now, people are build trust. There's trust, right, in social media, and it's so amazing. Do you know what it feels like for people to see you every time on social media? They trust you, they believe you, you cannot run away with their money, and they want to do business with you. If you have been watching somebody for 1 year, 2 years, when the person eventually initiates a sale, you don't feel like this person is going to scam me because you have been seeing them on social media, you know what they do. It's, for example, now, if somebody like B-Lord, or somebody like, let's say, somebody like B-Lord, or somebody like Sabinos, or somebody like Brother Shaggy introduces a product to you of 3,000 naira or 4,000 naira, you will never ever, it will never come to your mind that, he wants to steal my money or he wants to scam me, right? And it's not because you know him personally, it's because you have been seeing him on social media, right? That's how amazing it is, right? Social media builds trust, right? Builds a relationship with the brand, a relationship with a brand. Because when a brand is able to tell their stories on social media, people can resonate with it and say, okay, this was me. This is how I feel. This is what it is, right? So it builds trust. Right, quickly, let's go to the next one. It increases traffic. So if you have a website and you need a lot of people to visit that website, one of the best things you can use to get your traffic up fast is social media, right? It increases the footfall or traffic, right, of your website or your landing page, right? So if you were offline before, once and you came online, you started creating content on social media, driving the traffic to your website or your landing page, you can see how there's going to be a change of game. I currently have a client that has a, what's it called now, a brand online, and she's planning to close her physical store and remain only online. Why? Because of the number of traffic she's getting from only Instagram and TikTok. Instagram is a market, TikTok is a market, Facebook is a place for crazy ads to be done, right? So because of what the results she's getting from these platforms, she wants to even close her physical location, because in her physical location, she only gets like 1 or 2 working in a week, which is something that in a week on Instagram, she gets like 40 to 50 sales. On TikTok, she gets like 70 to 80 sales, right? So that's one thing we should know. All right, so let's go to the next one. The next one is better customer experience, right? Better customer experience. So, so better customer experience. All right. So quickly, I want to quickly let us know that there's going to be a question and answer section. For those of you that are just joining, this webinar is going to be in 3 sections, right? So the first one is the conceptual section that we are doing now. I'm explaining the concept and trying to go into the practical section very soon. So the second one is the practical section, where we're going to be doing some practicals. I'm going to show you some tools, some software, some backends and all that, right? And then after the practical section, we're going to go into the question and answer section. So if you have any questions, just write it down. When we get to the question and answer section, I would answer all of your questions, right? All of your questions I'm going to answer when we get to that point. So that we don't take too much time, that's why we're doing it that way. All right. So with that being said, I want to know if I'm actually communicating, if you're learning something already, if you understand everything we've talked about till this point, go to the comment section and say, I am catching it. I am catching it. If you are lost, you don't understand what we are talking about anymore, just go to the comment section and say, I am lost. I am lost. Okay. Thank you very much. All right, all right, all right. Nice. Most people are catching it. Most people are catching it. Most people are catching it. All right. Most people are catching it. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so as I was saying, right, gives you better experience. So it builds trust. Now, do you know the kind of trust that social media can build for you? Such a trust that like there was one time, right? I was working somewhere and I have a couple of people there are a couple of people that do the same thing I was doing. But I had this very, very loyal client that whenever she comes, if she does not see me on seat, she will not do that job. In fact, those other guys can do the same thing I do. But if she does not see me on seat, she will not do that job. She would rather go home. If she calls me and she cannot get through to me, she would rather go home and come back another day, right? And that was just a customer, a client and service provider relationship, right? There was no other relationship behind it. But yet she was that loyal. So that kind of loyalty and trust can be built using social media if done the right way. All right, let's go. All right, let's go. So the next one is, okay, I've talked about footfall. Now, to improve sales, right? Improve sales, especially for businesses that want to make sales, right? So social media is one of the places that you can get traffic, you can get sales, right? Right? It can turn around a business overnight, right? Improve sales. Right, quickly, the next one. Cost-effective marketing. Cost-effective marketing. So I used to work in a advertisement agency once a while ago. And when I was working in that advertisement agency, I got to see what it costs to put ads on radio. Do you know how much it costs to put ads on radio? Talk less of television or newspaper or to take a billboard, right? Recently, somebody asked me to make an inquiry for a billboard, right, somewhere on the Ikorodu Express Road, and it cost 2.6 million naira to put an ad on that billboard for a month. Just 1 month. 2.6 million naira. You can make an inquiry. Whenever you see any billboard where they write phone numbers there, just call the phone numbers and ask, what would it cost for me to put my banner on this billboard for 1 month? 2.6 million naira. Do you know how much it costs to run ads on TV? So with social media made it a playing field for everybody. With your 10K, your 5K, your 20K, you can start a business. Some of us will never have had the opportunity to ever be in business because of we don't have the money. How do we get that kind of money to reach that kind of people? Right now, I run ads every week and I get nothing less than 1,000 people for 2 different programs. So I can have like 3,000 people in a week. Is it without social media? How is that possible? It could have never been possible, right? So cost-effective marketing. Social media is cheap. Social media is so cheap. It's so cheap, right? Now, let me give you some things, right? Some of you, like, do you know that even with 0 naira, just internet access and a phone, people are going viral on social media? Even with 0 naira, that will take more effort than running ads, yes, and more strategy, yes. But even with 0 naira, people are going viral on social media without spending a dime. Cost-effective marketing. A level playing field. If you are not making any move, you're not getting any customers from the social media space, you're not making money from the social media space, it's your fault. No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault because you did not have this information before now, right? But because you are here now, today now, right? You have to change the story. Because all of us are on the same level. The same power the owner of AIT or the owner of channels have is the same power that Very Dark Man has. And it's the same power that what's it called? That any other social media influencer has now. If then NTA can make a news go viral, social media influencers can do it faster now. So there's a level playing field for everybody to strive, especially in the world of business. and marketing and getting your word out, right? Are we together, please? If you are still getting me, just say, let's go, right? There's a level playing field for everybody, right? All right, let's go. The next one, which is my favorite, is ability to reach more people. Ability to reach more people. Ability to reach more people. That's the next one, right? Ability to reach more people. Look, I just showed you a chart where Facebook has over 3 billion active users, right? Over 3 billion active users. Look at me. I relocated to Lagos in 2019, started pushing digital marketing, and I became one of the best when it comes to running ads. I pride myself as one of the best person when it comes to running ads because I'm very good at it. And later, I now moved more into organic marketing. Organic, like when you do with strategy without payment, right? I moved into organic marketing. Now, within the last 1 year, I started a YouTube channel and I started to do some stuff on it, right? Some faceless channels and some face channels and all that, right? Within 1 year, I have worked for clients from 17 different countries. Organic, like that I did not pay to run advert for. 17 different countries. I have worked for clients from the UK. I've worked for clients from the US. Ability to reach more people. Small me in Lagos, Nigeria, yeah. I'm a consultant for a brand in the UK. Whenever they want to do their ad strategy, they want to come up with the stuff, I write the scope of work and everything, and the targeted audience and everything, and send it to them. I'm a consultant from a company in the UK. How amazing is that? How do you reach more people? How do I've never, right? Some of you here are benefiting, right? Some of you here are benefiting a whole lot, right? Some of you here are benefiting a whole lot from me right now, being in this class, but you're in Ghana, you're in Cameroon, right? The city where you are now, I might never go there in my life, right? But ability to reach more people, that's what's happening, using social media to connect all of us, right? Right? That's a very, very, very amazing one. All right, quickly, let us look at it. Now, as a social media manager, it's not so hard. There are just a few things you need to learn and know how to do very, very well, right? There's just a few things you need to learn and know how to do very, very well. Then you can call yourself a social media manager, right? What are those things? Number one, you need to know how to do market research. There is no good social media manager without research. I'm going to show you some research tools very soon, right? You need to know how to do research, and your research comes in two forms. We have research for competitor research, where you are checking out your competitors and what they are doing and how you can do better than them, right? And then we have targeted audience analysis, right? The people you want to serve, right? The people you want to serve, how do you know what they want? Right? How do you know what they want? How do you engage with them? How do you speak their language? Right? So that's another one. The next one is branding. Branding. You see, this one, I'm going to talk a bit about it, right? Before we go into the practical session. Branding is in the core of social media management. If you don't understand how to position a brand, how to tell that brand story, how to structure that brand in a way that people connect and resonate with what the brand is trying to do, then you are not getting it at all. So everything about the brand, the logo, the font, the texture, the culture they're trying to sell, the feeling that is attached with their brand, right? You have to be able to do a detailed job in branding that brand, right? The next one is content creation, right? Especially in Nigeria and Africa, every social media manager needs to know a thing or two about content creation, right? What are the mics to use? What are the cameras to use? What are the softwares to use? What are those things, right? These are things that a social media manager should know. right? The next one is to schedule posts. You need to learn how to schedule posts, right? It is very, very important. Using tools like Buffer, Metricool, Hootsuite, and even the Meta Business Suite, right? These are things that you can use to automate your posts. So you can create a calendar for posts to go out for 1 year. Some of you, you see your social media managers, your content creators, you say, these guys, they are trying to, they are posting every day. That means they are shooting every day. No. What makes it possible is because they use softwares, right? They use softwares like Buffer, right? So with that software, you can, number one, you can harmonize all your social media accounts in one place, right? What do I mean by that? You can put in your LinkedIn, your TikTok, your Twitter, everything in one software. And whenever you post inside there, it shares it to all the platforms. So once you post inside Buffer or Metricool or Hootsuite, right, it goes to all your platforms. So you don't have to log into Instagram, check how many people have viewed, check this one, right? You can reply comments, you can do everything from one place, right? From one place. Another thing you can do again is you can create a schedule, right? You can create a schedule, right? You can create schedule, right, on how the post goes out and all that. Somebody's asking me what are their names. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you in the practical section very, very soon. All right, the next one here is to run ads, social ads, right? How do you run Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, right? All these are things that a social media manager should be able to do, right? Learning how you can run ads. It is very, very important. The next one is how to grow your account, how to help your your client get more followers. Is it on Instagram? Is it on Twitter? How do you help them get more followers? How do you help them build their community? Every social media manager should know how to get this also done. All right. So moving on, let's quickly talk about branding before we go to the practicals, right? Before we go to the practical session, let's quickly talk about branding, right? Let's talk about branding a bit. So when we say branding, right? So when we say branding, you see, let's think about a person, like, right? A person, you can resonate with them, like with their name, their appearance, right? You can resonate with their name, their appearance, how they talk, how they walk, how they stand, and all those things. Some of you here, because of how you understand, you know somebody so much. If your brother, right? If your brother is in the dark, you can identify him, right? If your brother is in the dark, you can identify him. You can say, Chinedu is you. Samson is you, right? You can identify him. That's how, similarly, that's how it is with a brand identity. Now, what is a brand identity made up of? Number one is a logo, right? Your brand identity is made up of your logo, your colors, your font, and the feeling associated with your brand. The feeling associated with your brand. That's where many of us mix it up, right? The feeling associated with your brand. Everything about the culture is inside of branding. For example, now, Coca-Cola. When you see Coca-Cola, you see this red, the logo is red, right? You see the color is red. It has this classic font that they use, right? And when you think about Coca-Cola, you think about happiness. You think about happiness. You think about refreshment, right? Somebody will soon say, I'll buy you a bottle of Coke. Buy us Coke to celebrate now, right? If somebody you're doing well, I'll buy you a bottle of Coke. Why? It has been connected with an emotion that goes with happiness, reward, and it's a sweet feeling. And that's the work of branding. So many of us are now deep into the love for Coke or Pepsi, but we don't know that it is advert and branding that has worked on us, right? So that's it. So let's quickly talk about a couple of types of branding. We have 3 types of branding, right? We have 3 types. Let's quickly talk about them. So we have, 3 types of branding. We have product branding, we have corporate branding, and we have personal branding. Product branding, corporate branding, and personal branding. So product is everything you are doing about to help people recognize the product, differentiate it from competitors, and make it stand out, right? That's product branding. Then we have corporate branding, everything about the organization, positioning itself as an organization that stands differently from various, and it also talk about its various products that stand for their values. Then the next one is personal branding, right? A person, right, is either somebody in any niche, in any organization, in any kind of field. It can be a trainer, it can be a coach, it can be a comedy skit maker, what? But what they position for, the particular industry they position for, the credibility they want to be known for, right, is also part of branding. All right. How many of us know this guy? This is an example of personal branding, right? His clothes, what he says, he has his slogans, right? He has his unique skills, he has his unique qualities, right? Everything together is part of the brand. How many of you know it? If you know this guy, comment one of the things he usually say in his skit. Let me see. Comment it. Comment one of the things he says in his skit. You are doing well. Hmm? No, it's not you are doing well. How is the family? Something, I'm expecting something huge, right? Yeah. Thank you very much. All right, that was on a lighter mode. Let's go ahead. So we have, that's personal branding. Then we have corporate branding. How many of you can remember Nike, right? When you think about Nike, you're thinking about the colors, the logos, the slogans. The slogans is just do it, right? Just do it. They don't just talk about the shoes they sell. They talk about how you are special, and special people use Nike, right? And how they brand themselves. It is very, very nice. How many of us know about Apple, right? Apple. So Apple makes every user think different. They think different. They make you feel like you belong to a community. That's why when every new version of Apple comes out, it is sold out on that day of launch. It is sold out on that day of launch because they have people that are loyal to the brand, people that recognize the brand, and they want to resonate with everything that that brand is doing, right? There is a whole lot in that. All right. So with that being said, let us go ahead. So quickly, let's talk about social media, right? Quickly. Let's talk about the tools for social media management. So we're going to be going to the question and answer section now, right? We're going to be going into the question. Sorry, we're going to go into the practical section. Right? We're going to go into the practical section, right? So instead of social media, we have tools for different things. So we have tools for social media management, right? Tools for social media management. We have tools for analysis. We have tools for content creation. We have tools for scheduling and a whole lot more. All right. If you are still here with me as we go to the practical section, right, let's go to the comment section and say, let's go. As I'm going to switch to my browser and we're going to get started. Just go to the comment section and say, let's go. I'm going to switch to my browser and we're going to kick it off. All right. Thank you very much. A lot of amazing people in the house. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Amazing. Thank you. All right. So, as I was saying, right, we have tools. So one of the things that can help you do your job as a social media manager very, very fast and be recognized is tools, right? Another thing is that these tools can help you become a professional in a very short period of time. So quickly, let me talk about some of these tools. The first one I'm going to be talking about is this one called Exploding Topics. Exploding Topics, right? So what's this tool used for? Exploding Topics is a research tool used to see what people are actually looking for, right? What is as they hot? What are people searching for? What do people want to see? What do people want to learn about? What do people want to read about, right? That is what Exploding Topics is used for. A very amazing tool, by the way, and it can give you a lot of results from it, right? It's called Exploding Topics. The next one I'm going to be talking about is this one called Similar Web. Similar Web, right? It's also a research tool, and it is used for competitor analysis. Competitor analysis. So on this tool, you can research your competitors and see everything that your competitor is doing. Everything, right? How many views are they getting? What platform are they getting their sales from? What keywords are people using to visit them? What everything about your competitors, you would see it on this, right? Just type in your competitors' website, so you will know where their traffic is coming from, the platforms they are using for their marketing purpose and everything, right? You will get to know on Similar Web, right? Similar Web. That's the name of the tool. The next one is this one called Social Blade. I'm going to use this one and quickly show you how it works, right? Social Blade. Now, Social Blade is a tool that you can use to analyze social media accounts. For you that want to become a social media manager in different organizations, you need to analyze. Right now, if you come here, you would see that there is YouTube, there's Twitch, there's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's TikTok, right? Now, all you have to do is to analyze each account you want to work on for 5 to 7 accounts. So let's say, for example, now I want to do content on sports, right? I'm going to look for 5 sports platforms on that social media platform. So if I five sports social media accounts, I mean, on that social media platform that I want to work on. So 5 to 7 is what you're going to look for. And then you are going to do your research on each of them and get some insight. Now, if you come, let's do YouTube, for example, now. If you come here, you just, all you just need to do is to type the YouTube channel. So let's use our institute, Digital World Tech Academy, right? So let's use Digital World, for example, now. Digital World Tech. Okay, Digital World. I didn't write world. Digital World Tech Academy. Can you see it here? This is Digital World Tech Academy. So you do, let's just search. Now, this is Digital World Tech Academy's YouTube analysis, right? So on YouTube, Digital World Tech Academy has this number of subscribers, right? This is the number of views, this is the number of videos. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see the average amount of money that they are making on this platform. If you scroll down, you'll see the views, right? Now, pay attention to something. You will even see the video that is helping them get views and is helping them get subscribers, right? You will see the very video that is helping them get subscribers. You will see each amount of money they made from each video, right? Now, there are different types of organizations, right? There are different types of channels. There's education channel, there's entertainment channel, right? For somebody that is doing entertainment, there is an average amount of money they can make for their channel, right? For education, it might be lower. For babies, all those baby channel, it might be lower. For movies, it might be higher, like that, right? So you're not just doing things blindly. You can do your research using this Social Blade, and you know, right? And it's not just limited to YouTube alone, right? For Facebook, for Instagram, for Twitch, right? For TikTok, you can get all those information, right? So you can get all those information. So that you can see it, right? Now, if you even scroll down, you would even see a chart, right? This chart will show you how the subscriber rate, if it's going up, if it's coming down, if it's increasing, it will show you the subscriber rate and everything. And you would get to see how the subscribers are increasing. And right, you can see the views rate. If the views are going up, if the views are coming down, right, you can see everything on this chart. So you will get to know if the channel is doing well and if the channel is going bad, right? So this is used for competitor research, right? Check out your competitors on social media directly and see what they are doing, right? And see what they are doing. So it's called Social Blade. Another one that is similar to Social Blade is View Stats. But the limitation of View Stats is that it's only for YouTube. View Stats is only for YouTube, right? View Stats is only for YouTube. While Social Blade, you can use it for other platforms, right? Apart from YouTube, you can use it for other platforms. All right. So with that being said, let's talk about other tools that are also for research, right? So we have the next one, which is Google Trends. I love this one so much. You know why? How sweet will it be that Google is giving you Expo, right? Somebody say Expo, right? Giving you a sneak peek, right? Allowing you to peep to see what is actually happening in the back end of their program, on their platform, sorry, right? That's exactly what this tool is all about, right? So it's called, all right, they are saying Expo, right? Thank you. So you see, that's what exactly, I don't know what it's called in your country. Sorry, if you're not Nigerian. It's Expo is when they you are writing an exam, then somebody open his paper for you to peep, right? Somebody shows you the answers. You get it? Shows you the answers to the question. So that's exactly what Google Trends is all about. I don't know what it's called in Kenya or it's called in Ghana or Cameroon, right? So that's exactly what this Google Trends is. Now, if you come here now, you see trending now. Just come here and say trending now, right? You would see what actually is trending. You see what is trending, right? What is trending right now in Nigeria? This is it. Over 50K people have searched for this, right? And it's on the high. So right now, these are the things that are trending, right? Man City, Bournemouth, right? Crystal Palace, Wolves. On that, these are the things that are trending the most right now. Now, the good thing about this is that it's not just about what is trending the most worldwide. You can niche it down to your own business or your own category. If you come to category here, you'll see that there is beauty, there's fashion, there is entertainment, there's drinks, there's health, there's education and jobs, there is law, there is pets, there's politics. So you can now go into your own and search what is trending now in that category, right? So that's it. So it's really amazing what you can do with that. Now, that's Google Trends. Now, not only that, you can use it to check trending now. Under Explore, if you click on Explore, I'm clicking on Explore now, right? So we'll see. Under Explore, you can use it to explore. So do you want to see what has happened, has trended in the last 7 days, in the last 5 days, in the last 90 days, right? 2020 to present, 5 days to present, right? You can analyze all these things in different categories, right? And you can get results, valuable results that you can add to your research and you do a whole lot with it, right? Now, yes, you can search a particular niche from Google Trends. Yes, you can. You can search a particular niche, a particular topic, right? You can. Now, not only that, if you come here, you can even do search in here, trending search in here, right? If you come here now, if you click on search in here, click on it, let it load, right? If you click on search in here, you will see a lot. Now, you see a lot. Now, look at this, search in here. In 2024, in Nigeria, these are the things that trended the most in Nigeria. These are the things that trended the most. There was number one, international, there was US election. Okay, what news was US election, national and new national anthem, national grid. Yes, national grid was going down, right? There was minimum wage and there was Ibadan explosion. These are the things that trended the most, right? In personalities that trended the most was number one was Bobrisky, there was Beda Edu, there was Charlie Poppy, there was Khalid, right? Global personalities that trended the most: Donald Trump, Kyle Sant, Kamala Harris, Tyler, Diddy. You get right? Sports personalities that trended the most. Imagine, he's a Ghanaian. Yes, we Ghanaians, we trend. So the sport personality that trended the most was Nico Williams, Nwabali, Larry Yoro, Cole Palmer, right? If you go down, losses that trended the most, right? The biggest losses was Junior Pope, Mr. Ibu, Sisi Kodri, Ife Imba. Meanings that trended the most, right? The list goes on and on and on and on, right? So these are the things that trended the most in that country. So you can even go and do your own search, all right, in any geographical location, get a lot of analysis from there, and you build on that to do a whole lot of amazing things, right? That's Google Trends. Now, quickly, let me rush through other ones, right? So there are other tools we use for research, right? There's this one called viralfinder.com. Viralfinder.com. Viralfinder also has some similar websites that you can use. What is this one used for? This one is used for content analysis. You have a particular post, you want to go viral, you want to get plenty views, right? You can use Viralfinder to see what content style some other people have been using, and they have been getting a lot of results. It's called viralfinder.com, a very nice one, right? So that's still on research. Then we have other research tools like answerthepublic.com. You use this one to see what people are asking, right, about a particular thing, right? Answerthepublic.com. All you have to do now is come to answerthepublic.com, take it to the platform you want to do. So we have YouTube, we have Instagram, we have TikTok, right? And you can see what people are asking on those platforms, and you can use this result to do a whole lot of things, right? TikTok, Instagram, and all that. It's called answerthepublic.com. Answerthepublic.com. So that's that on research tools, right? Everything I've talked about now is research tools. Now, let me quickly do a recap and mention them again for the benefit of those of us that are writing. So what are the research tools I mentioned? I mentioned exploding topics. I mentioned Google Trends. I mentioned Google Trends. I mentioned Social Blade, right? View Stats, SimilarWeb, Answer the Public, right? And Viralfinder. However, there are other ones that I cannot cover right now because we need to talk about some other tools. So we have other tools like Ubersuggest, is for keyword research, right? We have tools like keyword research, Ubersuggest, we have keyword.io, we have Ahref, we have SEMrush. All those ones are all for keyword research and so many other analysis. All right. All right. Are you still here, or you're sleeping? Are you still here? Are you still here? All right. Nice. All right. Okay, if you are still here, go and look for fire emoji. Drop fire emoji. That's to show that you are still fired up. Okay, nice. Nice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's go. All right. Okay, so as I was saying, right? As I was saying, we have all these ones are tools for research. Now let's talk about tools for other things, right? We have tools for social media management, right? Social media management. So the first one I'm going to talk about is this one called Buffer. Buffer is a tool for social media management. You can use Buffer to do almost everything around your social media. So remember when I was talking about logging in all your accounts in one place and managing them from one place? Look at it, it's scrolling on your screen, you can see it, right? You can log in your Instagram, your Trends, your TikTok, your X, your YouTube, right? And many other platforms on your Facebook, and harness all of them in one place. And then you schedule your posts. You create your calendar, you schedule the post, you reply the comment and everything from one place, right? That is making our work easier as social media managers. It is because of tools like this, one social media manager, right? It's because of tools like this, one social media manager can do a couple of jobs, right? Because you have tools that can help you, right? So Buffer, we have ManyChat. So ManyChat, this is a tool that is used for Instagram DM automation. How many of us have gone to Instagram before? You hear somebody say, comment the word 50%, or comment the word get it, or comment the word now, or comment the word something. They are prompting you to comment something, right? So that they can send you a DM. Comment the word this and I'll send you a DM so that you get it. Comment the word this and I'll send you a DM, right? Some of you feel like that person is live in their DM waiting for you to comment so that they can send you DM. No, that's not what they do. It is automated with this software called ManyChat. So once you drop the comment, ManyChat automatically sends you a DM. And this ManyChat is so good that it can even chat with the customer and sell for you. When you hear somebody say, I make money on Instagram while I'm sleeping, right? I make money on Instagram while I'm sleeping, it is because of ManyChat. So it's a DM automation software that can help you do business in real time. And it is really, really, it is amazing the kind of result you can get on, it is amazing the kind of result you can get on a platform like ManyChat, right? ManyChat, right? It's a very, very amazing platform. Okay, so somebody says, I have a question, right? There's a question and there's a question and answer section. Once we get to the question and answer section, I will allow you on mute so you can ask me your question, right? When we get to that point, I will allow you on mute and you can ask me all of your questions. Please, let's wait till when. So if you do, if you can write it down so that you don't forget, so that I would answer all questions together. All right. So that's ManyChat. Now we also have other ones like Metricool and Hootsuite. So Metricool and Hootsuite, they are similar to Buffer, right? They are the same thing. They can be used for the same thing, right? Scheduling of posts, unification of platforms and all those stuff, right? We can do that with Metricool and we can do that with Hootsuite, right? So those are the platforms we can use to do that. Now, quickly, these are tools for social media management, right? Tools for social media management. Now, let me quickly talk about tools for content creation. One of the major parts of a social media manager's job is to create those content, right? And content creation is divided into 3 parts. We have graphics content, right? We have graphics content. So these graphics content are content that you can use. We have graphics content, right? Graphics content are content that you use a particular software to design the graphics and all that. So we can use things like CorelDRAW, we can use things like Photoshop, right? Pixel App, Canva to do a whole lot of stuff, right? We also have content in form of writing, right? In form of writing. So those ones, you can do a lot with writing so many amazing words, right? And then we have content in the area of videos. So we have video editing softwares that we use to create content, right? We have video, right? We have so many video editing softwares that you can use to create videos. So many. So let's quickly talk about the softwares, right? The first one I'm going to talk about is this one called Canva. Canva is for designing. Many of you know how to use it, right? But there is a level to it. You get. So Canva is really, really amazing. And there are so many things you can do with it, right? Your graphic designer does not need to do shakara for you if you understand how to use Canva very, very well, right? So Canva is one of the things that every social media manager should know how to use, right? Now, the next one after Canva is the softwares for editing videos. So for editing videos, we have Premiere Pro and we have CapCut. CapCut is very easy to use, very easy to navigate your way around it, right? And it's one of the things I'm going to teach you how to use. Okay, so CapCut is very, very nice, right? You can use it to do a whole lot of things, customize videos, create effects and all that. Then another software is Filmora. Filmora is also a video editing software that can give you a lot of results. It's called Filmora by Wondershare. Filmora by Wondershare is a very, very nice video editing software. It has even more features than CapCut these days, right? And it's really, really nice what you can do with it. All right, somebody's complaining network. If you can hear me loud and clear, just comment loud and clear. Let me be sure it's not from my end. All right. Okay, thank you very much. All right. Nice. Nice. Okay, so that's that with the software Filmora. Very, very nice one. Now we have other things we use, especially when you are designing on Canva. There are some other small softwares we use to enhance what we are doing on Canva, right? There are some other small softwares we use to enhance what we are doing on Canva. So we have softwares like, what's it called? ResizeNow.com, right? We have this, it's called ResizeNow.com. ResizeNow.com is a platform we use to resize images. So you use ResizeNow.com to resize images. Let's say you create a design now, it's too big for where you want to use it. You use ResizeNow.com to shrink it or to enlarge it, right? And it is a free platform. You don't need to pay for it. And it gives you, it will reduce or increase without losing the quality of the design that you did or picture that you put into it. It's called resizenow.com. Another one, we use this one to remove background. It's called remove.bg. Remove.bg. Then there's another one, is a Chrome extension. We call it the color picker. So it's a Chrome extension. Can you see it? See it here. It's a color picker. So we use it. See my mouse moving. You use it to pick colors, right? You use it to pick colors to a design. Because one thing in branding, you must not make mistake with the color code. There's something we call the color code. The color code, can you see this number here? So everywhere I move my mouse to, the number here will change because every color has a code, right? Every color has a code. So when you are asking a client for their Pantone, that's their color, right? You ask them for the exact code. So you use this color picker to pick that color so that you are sure that you don't make mistake. So we see it, once I click on it here, I can copy the code from here, then I use it in my design, right? That's what the color picker is used for, right? So it's a Chrome extension. So there are so many small tools like that. Time will not permit me. But before we end this webinar and we go to the practical section, I want to talk about one very, very important thing. Pay your attention. If you did not gain anything in this webinar, where I am going to now, you must gain. What I'm going to tell you about now is something that I make a lot of money from just by doing it for my clients and myself, right? This gives my client result on a steady basis, right? I have done this before. A client spent about 550,000 naira and make about 6.2 million naira back just with what I'm going to show you now, right? Just with what I'm going to show you now. So remove all distractions and pay attention. Now, what am I talking about? I'm talking about ads, running ads. Now, as a social media manager, one of the things you can do to stand out that so many social media managers don't know how to do the right way is to run ads, right? Is to run ads very, very well. Now, as a social media manager, if you learn how to run ads very, very well, especially on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, you are able to generate a lot of results for your client. Now, let's go to Facebook, right? Now, do you know that you can run ads on Facebook and get a lot of results for your client? When I'm saying ads, some people that are new to all these things, they might not really know what I'm talking about. Now, you come on Facebook. Do you see this? Can you see this sponsored? You see where I say, can you see it sponsored? If you scroll down, keep scrolling. As you are scrolling, can you see this sponsored? Can you see it sponsored? Whenever you see a post and it's called a sponsored post, it is an ad, right? Whenever I see a post, it's an ad. There is a lot of things that you can do with this. You too can set up an ad like this and generate a lot of customers for you and your clients. Now, for you to run ads like this as a professional to get clients, some of you that are writing, you might want to write this down, right? For you to get clients for any business, there are only 4 things you need to do. Only 4 things you need to do to make you stand out and run ads the right way. 4 things, just 4, right? There are 4 things you need to do. Number 1 is you need to run a professional ad from an ads manager. Now, these are not the 4 things. Wait first. You need to run the professional ads from the ads manager. So some people go to Facebook and you go to your page and you just click on boost post. That's not how to run ads as a professional. So you need to run the ads from the ad manager. Now, when you are running, let me open the ad manager before I tell you the 4 things, right? when you want to open the ad manager, this is how you get into the ad manager. Like, you come here, can you see my screen? You come here, you click on this see more. When you click on it, it loads. You're going to see ads manager. Can you see it? Ads manager, right? You tap on this ads manager. You tap on this ads manager, right? It's loading. So once you tap on this ads manager, it will bring you to an interface like this. If you have never run an ad before, everything is going to be blank like this, right? It's going to be blank like this. And this is where you can run the ads from. Oh, it's freezing. Oh, somebody says it's freezing. Oh. Okay. Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen now? Ads manager. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Ads manager. So ads manager and ad center, they are two different things. Okay, let me take it back again. Let me take it back again. Let me go back. Let me go back so that we get it right. Okay, let me go back. Right? So, as I was saying, right? As I was saying, on the Facebook page, right? On this is your Facebook, right? And this is where you see people's content and everything, right? So to run ads the right way, you need to go into the ads manager. Now, how do you go into the ads manager? You come to where you see this see more, right? You come to where you see this see more, right? So you come to where you see this see more, you click on it, right? And then you click on ads manager, right? Ads manager. It's going to load. Right? It's going to load, right? Once it loads, you're going to see an interface like this. Right? You're going to see an interface like this. Now, this is the ads manager where you are going to be running your ads from. Now, there are 4 things you need to do when running these ads. Number 1, you need to be very, very meticulous with your ad creative. Your ad creative. What is your ad creative? Your ad creative is the video or graphics you are using. Your ad creative has to be good. It has to be a scroll stopper, right? That's number 1, your ad creative. Your ad creative. Number 2 is your ad copy. Your ad copy is very important. That's the write-up that you write, right? The write-up you write to make people take action. That's your ad copy. That write-up you write to get people to take action is called ad copy. That's number 2 thing, right? Your ad, number 1 is ad creative. Number 2 is ad copy, right? Number 1 is ad creative. Number 2 is ad copy. Number 3, number 1 is ad creative. Number 2 is ad copy. Number 3 is your call to action. Your call to action, right? Your call to action. What do you want people to do after seeing your ad? Do you want them to go to a landing page? Do you want them to go to a website? Do you want them to go to WhatsApp? Right? Your call to action, right? Number 4 is your targeting. Your targeting has to be right? You have to learn how to do the targeting the right way. So these 4 things will make your ads stand out, right? These 4 things will make your ads stand out. And I'm not just telling you something that I have not used myself. Let me show you some of my ad accounts, right? Let me quickly show you some of my ad accounts. Now, if you come here, this is a blank ad account. I left it there because of training purpose. Now, if you come here, if you click here, you will see that I have, can you see this? So as a professional running ads, you are not just running ads like a layman. So you are running ads the right way, and you need to have a couple of things. Number 1, you need to have a business portfolio. Can you see it? Create a business portfolio. So you need to have a business portfolio, you need to have an ad manager, and you need to have a page. These are small things. Don't let it get you scared, right? They're small things. So look at this now, right? I have a business. I have how many business portfolio here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 business portfolios here that I used to run ads. Let me open this one, this Lex Olowo business portfolio. When I click on it, you see that under my Lex Olowo business portfolio, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ad accounts. I have 5 ad accounts under my Lex Olowo business portfolio. Now, let me show you some of my ad accounts. Now, under this particular ad account, it's loading. Let me show you. Under this particular ad account, you see it, right? I'm coming. Under this particular ad account, you see it. I've done a lot of ads from this ad account, right? And you see it's loading right now. Let me show you. So I've done a lot of ads from this ad account. And from this very ad account, I have, it's coming, it's loading, it's still loading. So I'm coming. So can you see this is another account? And on this other account, you can see that I've spent a lot of money running different types of ads for people, right? A whole lot of ads have been done from just this ad account. So many ads have been done from this ad account. Now I wanted you to see a full screenshot of what the ads look like, but it will become too small for us to be able to say it because there are so many ads inside. Okay, this is better. So you see, there are so many ads in this ad account, right? And in this ad account alone, right, it has, I'm coming. Sorry. Okay. So see, so this ad account alone has an ad spend of over, this ad account alone has an ad spend of over 3.2 million. Over 3.2 million naira I've spent running ads on only this one. Only this one. If you see here, I cannot scroll to where the total is, but if you see here, you will see some ads. Can you see some ads? This is 900,000 that was spent on this ad. Can you see it here? Let me click on it. Can you see it? On this very ad, 900,000 naira has been spent on this ad. Can you see it? So the total of all the ads in this ad account is over 3 million. It's over 3 million naira that have been spent on this ad account. Look at it. There's an ad here that can you see amount spent? This particular ad, over 476,000 naira was spent on this one up here. Can you see it up here? Now, and I'm not telling you something that is not possible. This is something that you too can do for yourself and your client, right? And get a lot of results from it. It's not just a basic, it's something that if you learn it and you learn it the right way, you too can get this kind of result for yourself as a business owner, or for your client as an employee or a freelancer, right? These are things that you can get a lot of results from, right? Let me show you one more before I leave here and we go somewhere else. Let me show you one more ad account. This is another ad account. It's loading, right? This is another ad account. And on this ad account, can you see it? Okay, let me do maximum. Can you see it? On this ad account, I have a total ad spend of, can you see it? 4.5 million. Can you see it down here? Total ad spend is 4.5 million. Can you see it? Total ad spend here is 4.5 million on one ad account. And I have 12. I have 12. So this is something that you can do for businesses and they start generating a lot of clients, right? But just knowing how to do it the right way. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you in practical set, quickly, is something called the Facebook ad library, right? Now, this is one of the things that help our ads to work well. You're not just running ads blindly. You are running ads with a source. Right? There's something called the Facebook ad library. Now, this Facebook ad library, everybody currently running ads on Facebook, their ads is on this ad library. Right? So you can go and peep on what they are doing, see what they are doing right, and you are going to know that there is a pattern to follow to run ads, even before you start spending money, right, on your own ads. Take, for example, now, in Nigeria, let's say I want to check the Facebook ad library, and let's say, for example, now, Jumia is my competitor. If I come here and I type Jumia, right, I'm going to see all the ads that Jumia is running, right? I'm going to see all the ads that Jumia is running and how those ads are going. I'm going to see all the ads that Jumia is running. Now, look like this. I click on this one, and then it's going to open up. I told you that 4 things are important, right? So when I'm looking at Jumia's ad, I'm checking for their ad creative. I'm checking for their ad copy, right? I'm checking all the things that they're doing around this area to get results. Now, let's click. Now, these are the ads that Jumia is currently running right now. So they are running 798 ads. They're running about 98 ads. If I scroll down, these are the different types of ads they are running. Can you see it? Now, all you have to do is take a detailed look at the video or the graphics they use. Take a detailed look at the picture. And you can even see the ads that are doing well, the ones that are not doing well, right? On this platform, right? Just to know. And not only the competitor, you can even type a particular keyword. Let's say you are selling bed sheet, you are selling remote, you are selling whatever you are selling solar, right? All you have to do is come here, type what you are selling, and you would see everybody running ads around that keyword, and then you use that result to plan your own ads. Right. The list goes on and on and on, and there is a whole lot you can do with this information, right? There's a whole lot you can do with this information. All right. Now, guys, so there's a whole lot you can do with running ads the right way and everything. So let me go back to my slide, right? Let me quickly go back to my slide. Now, so many people might be asking, we have talked about all these platforms, right? What are the job opportunities for me in social media management? What are the job opportunities? It's not just about learning this, learning that, knowing how to do this, knowing how to do that, right? What are the job opportunities for me if I want to go into social media management? If I want to get results from social media management, how do I use this, right, to get a whole lot of stuff, right? How do I use this to get a lot of results? What are the job opportunities for me? Now, let me ask you a question. Please pay attention, guys. Let me ask you a question. If somebody is like, let's say you are the owner of a business and you employ somebody and the person is able to help you move from 7 million to 10 million within 2 months. They will help you, they help your business move from 7 million to 10 million. Then they move again from 10 million to 12 to 13 million. So they are moving your business by 3 million every month, right? In the space of, right? They are moving your business by 3 million every 2 months. Will you, as the business owner, will you be willing and able to pay that person 400,000, 500,000, 600,000? Comment in the comment section. If somebody is moving your business by 3 million upwards, right, every two months, right, will you be willing and able to pay that person 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, right? Drop it to the comment section. Will you be willing and able to pay that person, right? All right. Drop it to the comment section. Will you be willing and able to pay that person? That is exactly the power you possess as a social media manager. As a social media manager, I walked into a business. The business had only 7 customers, and within 2 months, they have only 7 clients. It was a retainer. They had only 7 clients, and within 2 months, I moved them from 7 clients to 69. That's clients that were working with them on a monthly retainership within 2 months, right? 69 paying clients that paid. I'm not talking people that pay 10,000, 100,000. I'm talking people that pay in millions, right? It's possible. That's the power that a business owns. That's the power that you own as a social media manager. So I'm opening you to the reality of what you can do if you become a social media manager that knows how to do it the right way, right? If you become a social media that knows how to do it the right way, I'm opening you to what you can do. That's exactly what you can do. Moving a business that is making 7 million to 10 million, from 10 million to 13 million, from 13 million to 15 million. That's me not promising you too much, right? Now, some people are talking about jobs. Where are the jobs for this social media management? Now, if you go online and just say social. Now, one of the things I teach people, one of the easiest skills you can learn to get a remote job is social media management. With social media management, you can be in Nigeria, you're working for a company in UK, you are working for a brand in Canada, just because you know how to do the social media thing and you know how to do it well. It's not just about having an idea. It's about being a professional and a master at what you do, right? So if you just come online and say media social media management jobs. Let's put management jobs. Just say social media management jobs. Now, look at this now. These are jobs, right? Can you see it? 1, 2, 3. These are jobs, right? But if you come here, you see 100 plus more jobs. Now, if you scroll, you see these are jobs. These are jobs. This one was posted 1 day ago. This one was posted 8 hours ago. This one was posted 4 hours ago. That is what? Right? 4 hours ago. 1 day ago, right? Most of them are remote jobs. Some of them are full-time jobs. Can you see it? These are jobs. Social media management is one of the skills I do not know anybody that has learned it and learned it the right way that does not find a job. Do you know how many people in Lagos alone, in Alaba market, are looking for people to help them promote their product on social media? Do you know how many people in Oshodi market, not to talk of the corporate brands in Ikeja, that are employing people? Now, social media people have social media. Oil companies, banks, they are all on social media, right? So social media is a key part of any business right now, right? Right? It's a key part. It's a key part, right, of a whole lot of stuff, right? It's a key part. It's a key part, right? Now, guys, I can go on and on and on talking about how amazing social media management is, but I want to quickly ask here, how many of us here are feeling like this guy right now? You're feeling like this is an eye-opener already. If you have learned something new, you have seen something, you understand a bit better about what social media management is about, right? How many of us here, if you're feeling like this is an eye-opener, you're feeling like, yes, this is an eye-opener, my eyes has been opened, I've seen a couple of things that now make me understand what it's all about. How many of us here are feeling like that? How many of us? Okay. 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 All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. A couple of people have learned something new. Okay. 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 Nice. 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 But the truth is, social media management is not something you can learn in 1 day. How many of us, if given the opportunity, would like to become a professional at this? All these things I've talked about, the Facebook ads, the Google, the social media, the buffer, the metric code, the Hootsuite, how to use them, how to use Canva, how to use TikTok, how to use TikTok the right way, how to use Instagram the right way. How many of us here would like to become a professional, a pro? Somebody say Pro Max. Okay, Pro Max. You're even taking me above. I said Pro, you say Pro Max. Nice, 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 nice. All right. Nice, 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 nice. How many of us would like to become a professional? You would like to become a professional, know how to use all these things the right way and do it not just on a basic level, not just somebody that has an idea, right? If given that opportunity, how many of us would like to go all the way? All right. So, for those of us that would want to be a pro and would want to go all the way, I want to teach you social media management. And I want to teach you in details, right? So these are the things I want to teach you. The first thing I'm going to be teaching you, please pay attention, pay attention. The first thing I'm going to be teaching you is strategy. One of the things that helped me the most in this world of social media management that make me stand out, right, is strategy. I'm not working blindly. I do my research. I know what I'm expecting. I give my clients KPIs, right? For those of you that don't know what KPI means, key performance indicator. I tell my clients that when I am working, this is what you will use to judge me. This is what you use to give me as a report card. This is what you should be expecting. Why? Why can I give a client a KPI before I start working? It is because there is a structure, there is research that has been done, right? Now, these are the things that you're going to see as my key performance, right, when you're working. So that's the number one thing, right? Number one thing I'm going to be teaching you is strategy, right? Strategy. The next thing I'm going to be teaching you is content creation. See, content is the king, is the queen, okay, king, okay, queen of social media, whatever you want to call it, right? So content is a very, very delicate and important part of social media, right? I'm going to be teaching you the kind of phones to use for shooting or camera if you want to use camera. I'm going to teach you the microphones to buy, the lights to buy, and I'm also going to teach you the type of content you can create without shooting videos, faceless content, all those kind of stuff, right? All right, guys, can you hear me? If you can hear me, just go to the comments and say, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. If you can hear me, just say, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Sorry about that. It was a short network break. Okay, let's go. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for everyone commenting. All right. Thank you. Let's go. All right. Thank you very much. So let me share my screen back. All right. So I was talking about what we are going to learn. Right. Okay. Are you here with me? All right. Let's go. So we're going to learn. We're going to learn. Another thing you're going to learn is how to run ads. So I was talking about content creation, right? I'm also going to teach you the softwares and the tools and everything to use, right? How to use the softwares, practical section to use them, right? Then I'm going to teach you how to run ads, right? Details, how you can run these ads the right way, I'm going to be showing you. The next one is community building, how to grow communities using social media, right? I'm going to show you that. Analysis, I'm going to teach you analysis. If you cannot, I used to tell my students, if you cannot analyze, you cannot optimize. If you cannot analyze, you cannot optimize. You cannot increase what you don't know what it currently is, right? So analysis is another thing I'm going to be teaching you, how to do social media analysis for all your social media platforms and optimize it, right? The next one is branding. Branding is very, very important, right? Then the next one is influencer collaborations. It is very, very important that you are able to collaborate with influencers, right? So it is one of the key parts of social media management. If you are working with big brands, if you're working with big brands like Oraimo, Techno, all this kind of stuff, right? You need to work with influencers. So I'm going to teach you how to get to the influencers, how to do your pricing with them, the kind of contract to sign with the influencers so that it is profitable for you as a social media manager, right? Those are some of the things you're going to learn. The next one you're going to learn about is crisis handling, right? Crisis handling, right? Crisis handling. It is very, very important. right? Crisis handling. Now, I cannot even be here and lie to you that in social media, there is no issue, everything goes smooth, up, down. That's a lie, right? There are issues that you would face. Everybody will face it, right? But the truth is, when these issues come, how do you handle it? A client gave you money to run ads, your link is broken, what do? Right? You are currently working on a social media platform that is losing followers. Instead of gaining followers, you start losing followers. What do? Right? So we're going to be talking about crisis handling and how to handle those crises the right way. Then we're going to be talking about social media copy, like writing words that get people to take action on social media. Then we're going to talk about tools for automation and monetization. So some of you are interested in content creation and monetization, like YouTube, TikTok. How do you get these people to pay you? And how do you register the account and everything and optimize it, right? So those are some of the things we are going to be learning. Now, for all of us that want to go on this journey, right? For everyone of us that want to go on this journey, it is going to be, let me quickly open that. So this journey is going to be a 6 weeks live class, 2 times a week. I'm going to come live here like this, right? 2 times a week, I'm going to be live here and teaching you step by step. 6 weeks practical live class, 6 weeks for 6 straight weeks, 2 times a week. Wednesdays and Thursdays, we're going to be doing the class, right? That's not all. Apart from the 6 weeks live class, you are also going to get a hands-on project with real social media management accounts, right? I'm going to give you hands-on project, give you a real account to manage, right? After teaching you, I'll not give you before you. After teaching you, I'm going to give you hands-on project with a real account to do a whole lot of things with it. Apart from that, I have recorded over 25 videos. Myself and my team, we have recorded over 25 videos on social media management. Now, these practical classes, if I was going to charge you the worth of this practical class, it should not be worth anything less than 80,000 naira. If I was charging you the worth, right? The hands-on practical, the project, right? If I was charging you the worth, we should not be talking about anything less than, right? Anything less than 120,000 naira. Right now, these 2 videos, I have recorded these videos. It is on Digital World Tech Academy's LMS. I'm going to show you right about now, right? LMS is a learning management system, right? I'm going to give you access to these videos. You can watch and prepare ahead of class, right? Self-paced. So you can watch and prepare ahead of class, right? And if you don't have time to come to the classes are recorded. All classes are recorded, or you can watch the videos on the LMS to also learn from there, right? Not only that, those of you that want to become freelancers, I'm going to teach you how to get remote jobs and how to go into freelancing with social media.